A Marvel MMO has been cancelled before it even got an official title. A TV manufacturer might have just leaked when Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 Pro consoles are coming out, and we have details on how you can watch IGN Summer of Gaming. This is your Daily Fix. A Marvel MMO from the co-publisher of DC Universe Online has been nixed just 6 months after it was revealed. Parent company Enad Global 7 explained the cancellation in a blog post citing, quote, re-evaluation of the development risk profile, size of investment, and the long-term product portfolio strategy for the group. Blah blah blah, TLDR, too expensive to be worth the risks. Anyway, the Marvel MMO was revealed back in November of last year as being led by City of Heroes designer Jack Emmert at Daybreak Studios, and according to previous reports, this is actually the second Marvel MMO Daybreak had in the works to be preemptively cancelled. Oof, that's not a good look. Even though no details were ever announced for the Marvel MMO, sources say about $50 million was invested over the course of 3 years. The investment will now be allocated for smaller projects, including continued support of its other games like The Lord of the Rings Online and DC Universe Online. Moving on, TCL, the consumer electronics company, held a presentation in Poland with a slide detailing mid-generation upgraded consoles will be coming in 2023 and 2024. TCL presented details of the PlayStation 5 Pro, and a new Xbox would be coming in 2023 and 2024 as Gen 9.5, with devices providing gameplay in 60 to 120 frames per second at 2160p, offering 8K ability. This should be taken with a grain of salt. It's likely speculation on TCL's part. Current games are just now taking advantage of 4K and 4K TVs, and global supply chain issues have prevented the PlayStation 5 and Series X from selling quite as many units as they might otherwise. In terms of exclusively next-gen titles, this generation is off to a slow start. Starfield and Redfall got pushed to next year, and Gotham Knights only recently dropped its cross-gen versions. We'll undoubtedly get proper next-gen games eventually, but between backwards compatibility and the massive install base, it doesn't seem like game developers are in a huge rush to leave PlayStation 4 and Xbox One owners behind. So maybe we shouldn't be worrying about upgrading to 8K consoles quite yet. TCL's presentation mentioned AMD Radeon RX 7700 XT, which won't be released until potentially September this year, so they're clearly thinking ahead too, but chip shortages could affect their projected timeline. It seems very likely that Sony and Microsoft will drop half-gen models at some point, but a 2023-2024 seems optimistically premature. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. And finally, IGN is hosting Summer of Gaming, a month-long event with tons of exclusives, reveals, interviews, and more. Starting June 1st, IGN is hosting Summer of Gaming across IGN platforms, which includes Summer Game Fest June 9th, IGN Expo June 10th, Xbox Bethesda Showcase June 12th, and more. Just because E3 is cancelled doesn't mean June won't be packed with tons of trailers, announcements, and more. And we'll cover everything under the sun so you can stay informed on what's going on. And that is your Daily Fix for today, May 25th. Sony's PlayStation Days of Play sale has just kicked off, and we have all the deets on deals in full swing until June 8th. Follow Daily Fix on Snapchat, download IGN on all the apps, and for everything else, just stick to IGN.com. I'm Narz, and remember to always stay fabulous.